I'm ready. Are you ready? Cannot wait to see you here. We're down to what, 5 or 6 days. I have 2 things for you: the instructor's manual and your student manual, if you're humble enough to be called a student. But I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and I can't wait. We're getting ready. My staff's ready for you. I'll be at the hotel the night of the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. We're gonna do lunch together. We're gonna do 3 days together, and I'm there to answer your questions. So we're gonna get through our workbook. You're gonna see some things about your sales process that are broken, your business process that are broken. We're gonna talk about how to advertise, how to market, how to get in front of more people, how to increase your closing ratio, how to do a better job at follow-up, and how to do a much better job at getting attention so we fill out the top of your pipeline, and what falls to the bottom of your pipeline becomes your top line. See you at the boot camp.
Too many people are being kept from their dreams by circumstances they couldn't control and mistakes from a long time ago. All they needed was a second chance or a fresh start. That's why Cash Now was created. Since 1997, Ray Aboud, owner of Cash Now, has been the premier expert in home renovation and resale in the York tri-state area. Dedicated to premier customer service, getting the best deals at the lowest price, this is the only expert company you should deal with when it comes to buying and selling a home. Offering a 5-step home buying process, Ray and his team will ensure your needs are covered and get you closer to your dreams of buying a home in any city across the United States. To find out more on how you can get started on owning or selling a home, visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com to get started.
Hey, power players, every Tuesday I come to you, share somebody, I put somebody in a chair that's got power in their space. We've had some unbelievable people here. This dude right here, Ray Abboud, okay? Ray has flipped 10,000 homes. Plus. So look, owner of Cash Now, out of Pennsylvania. You're in 3 states. You're licensed in 3 states now.
Yes, we're doing Pennsylvania, all of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We go all the way from Poconos to Pittsburgh. We're doing upstate New York, and then of course we're doing all the Jersey Shore flips. I'm the one that rode the jet ski to the flip in Jersey last summer and had, some 40-some-thousand views on it. And I rode the jet ski right to the beach, to the flip I did on the beach. Didn't I, Brian? It was crazy.
He started with Caldwell Banker. He was selling homes, right?
Yeah, I did for 11 years.
Making 6%. You split it again with the Caldwell.
And yeah.
Making the big money.
It wasn't big money.
Okay, and you're like, why am I? This is what I always say about real estate agents. I'm like, you guys see every deal in the market. Every deal, not some of the deals. I mean, some real estate agents see all the deals. Most of them don't even know what the inventory is. And Ray made the transition over from humanoid to investornoid.
Well, I did, and the thing is the big bosses there at that brokerage actually sat me down and said to me, and you have a choice, Ray. You can either flip homes, or you can sell real estate.
So you were selling the real estate,
yes,
and then you were
curbing
deals.
I was flipping my own deals, but I would never commingle the deals between Coldwell Banker at the time and my deals. I had my own way of getting my own products and my own purchases, or I'd go to the tax sales or sheriff sales and buy them that way. But they gave me an ultimatum and said, "Look, you got to make a choice," because they're all about. And the reason they did that is because I didn't list all the homes because we pre-market all our products. We pre-market everything before it hits the market. If we can't sell it during construction process,
what are you talking about? Are you in flipping? He's already moved into the flip now.
Yeah, sorry.
Right? Okay, so let's just go back a second because this probably should be Ask a Pro, not Power Players. This dude is a power player. How much money have you made flipping homes?
Oh, it's 7 figures multiple times.
He got a bunch of money in the bank. So this guy went from residential real estate to saying, hey, I'm going to flip homes. He's in a space. He took control of it. All I'm saying to you is the guy came, where'd you grow up?
I was born and raised in York, Pennsylvania.
Came from a bunch of money? Your
No,
mom and
came
dad
from
had
nothing.
Loaded?
Came from nothing.
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 Dad did what?
He was a tailor.
Tailor.
He came over on a boat in the 50s.
What's your nationality?
Middle Eastern.
Okay, like what does that mean?
Lebanese.
Okay, Lebanese. You eat kibbeh?
Yeah.
Do you make kibbeh?
No.
Have you ever brought me any kibbeh?
No, but I can.
Does your mama make kibbeh?
Oh, yeah.
I love kibbeh, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
so.
Don't be kidding. I love some kibbeh. Okay? So, guy comes from nothing. Dad's a tailor.
Mom came from nothing.
Mom came from nothing. Ray is the American dream. There's a power player right here, okay? So, driving, what do you drive?
I have a lot. I have a bunch of cars.
How many cars do you have?
7.
You got more cars than me. You got 5 more cars than I do.
Well, but you got a lot more real estate.
Yeah, you're
I'd rather have real estate than cars.
Well, why don't you?
Well, I do. I have a lot of rentals.
You guys out there that want to get in a real estate game, 90% of my audience is not qualified to invest in Cardone Capital, and they ask me all the time, should I flip? Should I be in the flip? How do I learn to flip? Huge question. And I'm like, yeah, you should flip until you can buy.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's go back to your experience as a real estate guy. How'd you do? With Caldwell.
I was first year in, I was the rookie of the year. I was beating down the veteran agents 10, 20 years in the business, doing as much volume, if not more volume than them.
Uh-huh.
And I was one of the top producers there. I mean, in a big outfit, a big outfit. Had 7 offices.
You've just always been a winner.
I wouldn't say I have always been a winner. I mean, I get kicked down once in a while. Everyone gets kicked down.
Yeah.
You got to get back up, man.
So grew up with your dad's a tailor. So you guys are lower middle class or lower class?
Lower. They literally came over. They came over here with nothing.
What did your mom and dad instill in Ray?
Well, over the years they did open their own businesses, and I got to see that growing up and going through school. By the time I got to high school, my parents had their own businesses. By the time I got to college, they both had their own businesses.
Same business or separate
No,
businesses?
my mom's in the hair business, which she still has 35 years now, called Salon Down Under, because she's from Down Under initially.
She's from Australia?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my father was a tailor, and he had a little tailoring business, and he did a lot of the custom suits and things like that. For,
did they ever, either one of them, make any money?
They did, after being in the country for 15 years. I mean,
yeah.
But the thing is, I saw that grant. I was like, man, I don't want to wait 15 years to make money.
Yeah.
That was one of my things. I don't want to wait 15 years to make money.
Yeah. So kangaroo meets Kibby Down Under. Okay. So the kangaroos, right, from Australia, and the kibbies. But did your parents teach you about money or how to make money or be an entrepreneur? Or was it just kind of osmosis in the space?
Well, my parents were both good entrepreneurs. I will say that once they got here and got established. My mom still runs a very successful business. My dad's almost 80. He's been retired for 30 years.
Yeah.
In fact, I take care of my dad now. I pretty much take care of him. So, they were both successful in their time. But you know how that goes, Grant. I mean, things come, things go.
Yeah,
It changes. So,
yeah.
Granted, don't get me wrong. When I started in real estate, I was, first 3-4 years, I was making a ton of money in sales.
Yeah. How old were you?
I was 24 years old when I
Okay.
started.
Look, the guy has gone. How old are you today?
45.
45. So in the last 20 years, when we come back from break, he's going to talk about how he went from where he was, not a lot of gifts.
No gifts.
Okay. No easy path, and went to 10,000 flips. How much money have you made in real estate in the last 20 years? Gross dollars.
Never added it up, but if I had to guess, it's over 100 million.
Yeah. $100 million.
That's a guess. I mean, it's.
Guess. He's guessing.
I'm guessing. I mean, I can look at the tax returns, I guess.
Let's say it's 50 million. Let's cut it in half. Cut it in half again. How many of you out there making 25 mil flipping? Okay, when we come back, he's going to talk about the flip, the importance of the flip, how you can participate in the flip. This is Ray Abboud, my friend and power player. Don't go anywhere.
I'm ready. Are you ready? Cannot wait to see you here. We're down to 5 or 6 days. I have 2 things for you: the instructor's manual and your student manual. If you're humble enough to be called a student, but I'm gonna spend 3 days with you, and I can't wait. We're getting ready. My staff's ready for you. I'll be at the hotel the night of the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. We're gonna do lunch together. We're gonna do 3 days together, and I'm there to answer your questions. So we're gonna get through our workbook. You're gonna see some things about your sales process that are broken, your business process that are broken. We're gonna talk about how to advertise, how to market, how to get in front of more people, how to increase your closing ratio, how to do a better job at follow-up, and how to do a much better job at getting attention so we fill out the top of your pipeline, and what falls to the bottom of your pipeline becomes your top line. See you at the boot camp.
Revamp Bullfrog is here for 2018 to serve as you and your business at the highest levels of success. More communication, no drop calls, better integration, faster response time. Kill the desk phone and take your office mobile. Sign up for a free trial right now at bullfrog.net. That's bullfrog.net and join the world's #1 telecommunications company, bullfrog.net. Or email Ben at bullfrog.net or benrife@gmail.com. Email Ben at bullfrog.net or benrife@gmail.com. There is only one company to work for in the smart home industry, Skyline Security. Right now is looking for the best of the Grant Cardone following to join their team and expand financially and professionally. Go to joinskyline.com to register. Labeled by Inc. 5000 as the fastest growing company for the last 2 years in a row, you get to protect families, grow your wealth, and join a team of top producers. Skyline is looking for great people. Go to joinskyline.com. That's joinskyline.com to get started on a brand new 10x career path. Go to joinskyline.com to register.
Are you ready to tap into the e-commerce revolution? Making $60,000 a day may seem unreal, but there's a proven method you can use to get there. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes effort, and most of all, it takes resilience. Coach Gianni is now partnered with Gabriel Beltran, and together they are using the Ecom Millionaire formula to help increase your monthly revenue. Using his Ecom Millionaire system, you will sell products online, get step-by-step guidelines on how to market and use Facebook ads, and learn how to make millions with e-commerce. As an official platinum sponsor of the 10X Growth Con, check out themillionairemastermind.com. That's themillionairemastermind.com.
Hey, it's Ted McGrath with Message to Millions. Do you want to create a presentation online that actually gets clients? That's the big problem that we all face, right? People are launching stuff online all day long and they're not converting more sales, getting more customers, and making a difference in the world. So I got something for you here. 26-point framework. If you want to do videos that sell, webinars that sell, I've tested this for the last 6 years in my business. I sold millions of dollars worth of products and services online, and grab it down below for free. It's called the Ultimate Online Presentation Swipe File. You swipe it, and there's literally 26 points on how to create a presentation with examples for each step of how I do mine. So webinars where they're not seeing your face, or video where you're face to camera, they're watching you smile, and you're smiling because sales are coming in all day long. Click that link, grab the gift, tell me what you think about it, and I will see you soon inside the gift.
To learn more information, visit presentationswipefile.com.
Too many people are being kept from their dreams by circumstances they couldn't control and mistakes from a long time ago. All they needed was a second chance or a fresh start. That's why Cash Now was created. Since 1997, Ray Abboud, owner of Cash Now, has been the premier expert in home renovation and resale in the York tri-state area. Dedicated to premier customer service, getting the best deals at the lowest price, this is the only expert company you should deal with when it comes to buying and selling a home. Offering a 5-step home buying process, Ray and his team will ensure your needs are covered and get you closer to your dreams of buying a home in any city across the United States. To find out more on how you can get started on owning or selling a home, visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com to get started.
Welcome back to Power Players. Grant Cardone here. Every Tuesday I bring you somebody in power. I have Ray Aboud today. 20 years in real estate sales, 10,000 flips over what period of time?
20 years.
Oh, over the 20 years. Okay.
Yeah.
10,000 flips. A flip is this. You want to explain what a flip is?
I mean, sure. Pretty much what we're doing is we're buying rundown properties, whether tax sales, sheriff's sales.
Every city's got them.
Every city's got them.
Okay. I'm going to slow things down so we get everybody to understand.
Yeah.
Tax sale is what?
Well, Pennsylvania is a judicial state, so it's a little different than tax certificate, which you have in Florida here. There are two different kinds of tax sales. But tax sales are just people that don't pay their taxes on the property taxes.
The property taxes.
They go up for sale, and I
Yeah.
usually go to all those sales across the entire state of Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey.
So it's going to show up that Johnny, the camera guy, didn't pay his $6,000 in taxes.
Correct.
And he's been late how long?
Well, you have to go at least 2 years on the judicial
For the
side.
last 2 years he hadn't paid. You see it show up in some kind of report.
I just go by the list.
The list is where?
We have a master log at our office. We keep a master log, digital and printed.
For 3 states.
Yes.
So you wouldn't have Johnny's in Florida, but
No.
people in Florida can get it.
Oh yeah, Florida. You can easily get it. I mean, there's ways to look it up online.
And then there's a date where, like, okay, we've waited for John to pay his taxes long enough. So you would go bid on the $6,000?
You could bid on it, yes. But see, tax certificate's a little more difficult because if at any point you only get paid a little small percentage on the money, and if it doesn't go through, he gets his property back if he makes the payment. That's why we like judicial tax sales, because when we go, we bid, whatever we pay, we get it for that.
So a judicial
is a final say all, do all sale. You bid 10 grand, you get the house for 10 grand. You bid 100 grand, you get the property for 100 grand.
So that place could be worth 180.
Last year,
Yeah.
I did one on the golf course in Hanover near Gettysburg, the battlefield. Okay.
Yeah, I know where that is.
I bought a old restaurant that right next to. You ever hear Utz Potato Chips?
Oh yeah.
Utz Potato Chips house borders this property. I bought it for 80 grand at tax sale. So I put my 80 grand cash up right then and there. Then I had True North come in within 30 days and buy it off me as is for $350. And settled within 60 days
4.5% return. 450% return.
in under 60 days.
Yeah.
In under 60, and that was not far from Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Now we had to get some approvals and things like that.
So, but for you to be in that position, you're studying something. You're looking at this is a full-time job.
It is a full-time job.
Flipping
right?
is a full-time job.
You
It's
got to
not
know
for-
your market. I mean, if you don't know your market,
How
don't
could you
invest
write
on
a
your
check
own.
for 80 grand?
I didn't. I wrote a check.
Did you ever bought a no? But how could you, if you don't know the market, how can you write a check for 80 grand and be certain?
Oh, I wouldn't recommend it for just anybody. If you don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
you got to go to an expert like you. I mean, that's, and get into your
Well, no,
fund.
you're the expert.
I understand that, but for me, if a viewer out there wanted to go out and just go, hey, I'm all of a sudden flip homes, and I see this happen.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
flip homes. They go out and buy one or two, and they lose their ass
Yeah.
because they don't know what they're doing. They don't do their homework up front. Okay, they make a quick move, which is not smart.
Right. Right.
They don't do the proper management of rehab, and they don't exit out properly. So when you combine all those mistakes,
Yeah.
you got a mistake.
Yeah, yeah. Or the mistake is I don't know enough to pull the trigger and miss good deals too, because we never talk about
Correct.
that.
That's
Nobody
true,
ever
too.
talks about all the deals they missed.
I miss deals that are good deals
Dude,
too.
I've missed so many deals. I've missed more deals. It's cost me more money missing deals because I didn't know. I didn't know the future. I didn't know the neighborhood. I didn't know what was going on around, and I missed deals.
We all do though.
This guy's got, like I mentioned in the first break, the guy's got a bunch of money put away.
Well, I use it to buy and sell.
So it's moving back and forth.
Oh yeah, we're buying and selling constantly.
You said the sheriff's sale, the tax sale, and there was one other sale you talked about, and there's probably more than that. But
Oh, we go to U.S. Marshal sales as well.
and what is that? Is that
you have them down here as well?
Is that a criminal? Is that a?
It can be. All in our area, the PA, New York, New Jersey, the marshals know Brian and I direct because we're there at every sale. We don't miss a sale.
And why are they selling that property?
Well, either they seized it from the person, or it was a USDA-backed loan that faulted, and then they use U.S. Marshals to foreclose them through the Middle District Court. And we do a lot of buying. I mean, we probably in the last 60
You're
days.
a predator, basically.
No.
Are you kind of a predator?
No, I don't
No?
think so.
No?
No. I mean, anyone can show up to these things and buy them.
Right.
Just got to know what you're doing.
Right.
So, I mean, is that a predator when you have, when anyone can show up to purchase these
No,
at sheriff's
no,
sale?
that's not a predator. You handled me.
In fact, I can tell you there's a lot of people that,
But I mean, otherwise, if it's not for you, that piece of property is just going to sit there vacant and keep decaying.
yeah,
And you're actually doing something.
most
with
of them are vacant, and I do improve them. Now, I
Right.
do have a handful of people, and everyone knows this that knows me. I have a handful of properties that were occupied by the original owners, and I still let them live there to this day for free. I shouldn't do it. It's not good business, but I feel bad for them because they had nowhere to go. They had nowhere to go. So what am I going to
They
do?
live there for free?
I let them live for free, Grant. I know it's a true story. I can verify. You can verify with my attorney if you want.
Okay, I'd like to know in comments. Do you think that that's a nice thing that Ray does?
It's not smart.
No, but Ray, you can't comment, okay? Is that a nice thing that Ray does, or is that a dumb thing? I'd like to know in comments below. Ray's a nice guy, or just post Ray is a dumb guy for giving
That's
people
fine.
rent for free. Nobody's ever rented to me for free. Nobody's ever said,
understand
yes,
that.
you can live there for free. I went to a treatment center for drug addiction and they made me pay.
It's only a couple homes, but when I feel bad because some of these people lived in these homes for 60, 70 years and they
Yeah.
lost them. So what am I going to do? Kick them out? I mean, I feel bad for them. So I only have a
yeah.
few like that. I
Okay,
look at
okay.
it as I have a lot of pluses over here.
Okay.
If I have to give back a couple.
Well, that's fine. It's
I'm okay
different.
with it.
It's different if it's part of a charity act, but it sounds
It's
to me
not.
like it was just an accident.
It's not an accident.
You just got sucked into it because you started feeling bad.
yeah.
That's different. That's not charity. That's you taking care of your guilt or your whatever
I
you
just
got
feel
going.
bad for the people.
Okay,
I mean,
so look, give me 3 things I need to know about a flip. I'm going to go buy. You were driving around Miami this morning. You're like, man, there's
And
a lot of
yesterday.
money right here to
Oh,
be
man,
made.
there is.
First thing we talked about.
We went through maybe about within a 10-mile radius of your office, and we were
Yeah.
just looking at like history, like what
Yeah.
these flippers here are buying them for. So they're identifying bank-owned properties probably, or people that are
So number one, I got to identify. I got to be someplace to start looking. Identify bank owned.
property first,
Okay, bank owned.
or someone that just wants out. Maybe they inherited the property, they don't want it.
How would I find that out though? Where do I go to find this stuff out?
There's lots of ways. I mean, for us locally, I mean, you can go to Recorder of Wills. There's, a lot of, we advertise in the legal book. So a lot of attorneys will call us direct.
Yeah.
Because they don't want the headache. The attorneys want this on their plate and off their plate quickly.
But I thought this flipping thing, dude, was like anybody could do it. Like just get in your car, go out and start buying stuff. Now you're telling me people got to call you, you got to know people.
Well, I mean, you got to know what you're doing.
Let's say you were going to start right here in Aventura.
How would I do it?
Yeah. You're going to tell me, hey, we're going to go do a deal this weekend. Could me and you go do a deal this weekend?
Absolutely. We could.
How much money we need to do that?
Less than $250 from what I'm seeing just around your office.
And this is a great neighborhood. So
yeah, $250. I would say, Brian, $250 or less? And we're looking at your turnaround sale for $4 something then.
And I'd spend what? So
$250 or less.
So I need some cash. So you think it takes me $250? I spend how much on it?
Well, I'm saying $250. That's purchase and renovation.
So I'm going to purchase for how much? What's your target?
$135, $140 in this area.
And then spend another $115.
Yeah.
To make it nice. What am I doing? Kitchens, floors?
Got to go first class in the kitchen. Granite tops, stainless steel tubs.
Is that the room that matters?
Kitchens and bathrooms really matter. Big time.
Landscaping. How important is landscaping?
We do it on every property of ours.
Palm trees and.
Well, I haven't done palm trees yet.
Dude, people pay for palm trees, dude. I'm telling you.
So
every property. I have put palm trees on properties
it sells.
right before I sell them, just because I'm like, I know that's going to make me money. The more palm trees you put in there, the more people will be like, I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
And they start hallucinating. One house I had 80 palm trees put in it.
How much did that cost? Can we tell the viewers?
Yeah, sure. I tell them everything.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have any secrets.
Oh, I know.
Is 80 80 might be an exaggeration, but maybe it was 18. Maybe it was 18, but it seemed like 80, dude, because it was a small property. And I think I paid $3 million for that property and sold it for $8.9 million.
That's one of your apartment complexes.
No, it was a house. Now I've done it on apartments too.
Wow.
But you're right, I did do it in an apartment. Now that
I do remember that. 'Cause that's on your Snapchat.
Yeah.
I follow his
Okay.
Snapchat.
So 135. I spend $115. What do you think I'm gonna sell that house for?
$450 to $500 grand, depending on the market at the time.
You think that's available for people to make $250,000 today?
In this market, yes.
In this market.
Yes. Now my market's different. I'm buying my stuff that I buy in my market.
Yeah.
We're in a very poor market.
Yeah.
We're a very blue collar area. So most of the stuff I buy is 60, 70, 80 grand. That I'm renovating for 30 or 40 and selling for 160, 170.
So you're making 100.
Yeah.
What period of time? Like what do you think the flip is?
3-4 months. 3-4 months.
In and out.
Yeah, I just did one on Gettysburg on the battlefield
Okay.
recently. Gorgeous. I wish I had the pictures to show you. We bought this thing for 90 grand.
Yeah.
Renovated it for 40.
So 130.
Sold it for 250 with 4 offers first day on the market.
Dude, you guys got to pay attention to this, okay? Like, I don't know what kind of job you have. Francisco's doing the photos. Johnny's doing photos. Johnny the camera guy. He's doing weddings on the weekend or whatever, right? This guy just said, look, man, there's a $60,000 house. You add 30 grand to it. You go in and fix it, fix the kitchens, add a palm tree.
Yeah, sure. We'll add a palm tree.
In Gettysburg.
Maybe
okay?
a plastic one up north.
Okay. And then add the price of 100 grand to it and sell it in 90 days. Is the market that hot?
It is right now. Yeah. Yeah, it is right now.
Identify bank-owned properties. You need cash.
You do, and there's people out there that'll lend it to you if you want to borrow the money. I mean, there's banks out there, there's funding out there if you want, but you still have to put 30% down on the project. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, well, let's don't get it complicated
exactly.
today. I need to personally know the market.
Absolutely.
Because you have to know that this thing can bring, that somebody's gonna be like 250 is a great price on this property. Because you want to blow it out quick.
Yeah, I do every time.
Biggest mistake that you've made?
Whew, a lot of those, Grant.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of mistakes.
I mean, not just in flipping too, but just in the whole the 20 years of Ray Aboud's ascent into power.
I just try not to linger on them, but I've made mistakes. I mean, and You know, it's funny. I had Snapchat, on the plane on the way here, and one of my viewers on Snapchat said, "Hey, you're an inspiration to me." I put on there going to Grant Cardone's office, blah blah blah, and he follows you already.
He's like, I like Ray better than Grant.
No, he loves you. Listen, everyone that follows me really follows you. Trust me. I make you very well known on my social media platform. But you know, I made a lot of mistakes. You know, I'm not perfect.
Give me the big one though. The big one that you made, like, dude, that was like if you could just go back and say, I'm not doing that one anymore. I can't do that one anymore. And you have, by the way, you repeated it. It's probably one of those ones you keep going back to.
I would say the higher dollar flips in my local blue collar market don't work. I will say that. I bought a 5,000 square foot house that I renovated. And I bought it. After I sold it, I lost.
Oh, so you can lose money flipping too?
Oh yeah. With anything.
Now, what do you think the mistake was? You wanted to try one of those big houses?
I did, but it was in the wrong market, Grant. I had to pick the right market. And I knew better, but I didn't. I still didn't follow my gut on it.
What you knew it was wrong.
Yeah, I knew wrong.
Was it ego? Was it ego? Was it
was ego.
Status thing?
It was a status thing. I wanted to buy it. I was like, you know what? I'm always doing these beginner homes.
$80,000.
I'm always doing these bigger homes, so I went and bought something for $300-400.
Yeah.
Renovated it, and then really didn't make any money on the backs. I lost a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, but.
Yeah. What's another mistake you made? That's not that big a deal, man. I need to see something like it makes you like you want to drag yourself behind a truck because you feel so bad about it.
I really don't have anything that major.
Dude, guy drives a Ferrari, right? How many? You got 10 cars.
Seven.
2 Ferraris. Seven cars.
I've got a Lambo, Ferrari. I got a Range Rover Velar, but picked up a new Velar. Just got rid of the G-Wagon. I got the new G-Wagon coming in August. There's a new G-Wagon.
Dude, why you need all these cars, man?
I just drive them, Grant. I mean, it's have fun with them. You can't, you know.
Yeah, can't what?
You can't just sit home all the time and not be in a car. I mean, I'm in my car all day long driving. That's what I do. I'm in the car.
Sounds like
all day long.
Because you're out looking for homes.
I'm hunting. I'm on the hunt all the time, Grant.
Yeah, so on the hunt all the time. Okay, talk about that. Because
well,
I think people think that they're going to get into this.
No, it's a 24/7 grind.
Yeah.
I'm 15 hours plus a day. You know, the thing is I don't have to work as hard as I do, and everyone says that.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I could stop, live off my residual income off rentals, okay? But I don't want to. That's not what I want to do. I want to, you know, I'm always in it for the next deal.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that, and most people don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my employees don't understand that. They don't know why I grind. I mean, you're shaking your head because you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I grind out every single day, no matter what.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't, you know, do I get kicked down? Absolutely, I get kicked down. Do I get rejected?
Dude, is this the Lebanese? Like, is this your dad? Is this the upbringing? You got brothers and sisters?
My brother has 2 businesses.
Okay, he's a grinder too.
He works his, you know what, off.
Yeah, and then anybody else? Is that
Just
it?
my brother.
Just 2 of you guys. So why? What do you think happened early on, or did something happen, or? I mean, what is it?
We grew up poor. I mean, we didn't, you know, him and I both, you know, we both didn't want to, you know, we didn't want to grow up being poor. And we were taught that if we put the effort in, we would get some results.
Yeah.
You know, and you and I both know that is true in some cases, but I know a lot of people that put a lot of effort in, Grant, and get no results.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, you know, and a lot of people that, you know, do a lot of things, but they don't get any breaks. You know, and I see it all the time.
Yeah.
So, you know.
What do you think they're doing wrong, man? Because, I mean, here you're a guy, your dad was tailoring. I mean, he's making $3 to cut somebody's.
It was nothing.
It's still $3 today. Like, you don't make any money
No.
tailoring. I've never met a rich tailor.
No, me either.
So
well, Joseph Abood maybe, but he's not really a tailor. But yeah.
Yeah. So no, he's got
clothing designer.
Got a little business there. So, what happened to Ray? Why Ray? This is the question I always ask the power players. Why you? When did you decide to become a guy that has 7 cars, and residual income, and did 10,000 flips?
Well, again, I knew I did not want to be just the average guy. You know, you know, this is
what's wrong with the average guy.
It sucks, Grant. I mean, just like your book. I mean, you read your book. It's. I mean, no one wants to be average. I mean, I don't want to be average. You know, and here's the thing.
But I think a lot of people out there think that, nah, man, it doesn't suck to be average.
Well, they're missing out.
Do you guys think that most people think, no, dude, average doesn't suck? I don't mind being the average guy. Can you imagine that T-shirt? Just an average guy, man.
Hey, you come out with it. Yeah,
average,
be boring.
Average suit,
I don't know. I just don't. Average is just no. I just don't want to be average. I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I go. You know, we go hard every single day. All my staff does. All my sales guys go hard. You know, we don't mess around. I mean, the thing is, do we make mistakes even to this day? Absolutely, in an organization.
Yeah.
You know, we constantly make mistakes. Do we learn from them? Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Sometimes you just do them again.
Yeah.
So Ray, let me ask you some questions. Okay, what drives you, man? Is it the fear of losing, or is it me and Andy Frisilla have this conversation from time to time.
I watched the Power Players interview with him.
And he's like, man, what drives you, Grant? Is it winning, or is it a fear of failing, or
I think it's
losing?
both.
You hate losing.
I hate losing. You hate
more,
losing.
more than winning.
I love winning, but I hate losing, Grant.
So which one you think drives you the most?
Winning.
Yeah, I think so too.
Winning.
I want to win.
Yeah.
Andy says no, he hates losing more, and that's what drives him. Yeah. Is it the fear of being poor or the hope of being rich that you like? If you were going to pick one of those, the fear of poor or the hope or whatever comes with being rich?
You know, I'm more like feel like I'm seeking freedom. You know, that's what I feel like I'm seeking nowadays. You know, and I should feel that way, I guess, sometimes, but I do. I feel like I want to seek freedom. You know, it's more important to me for freedom right now.
What does that mean? Like, is that like
freedom to pretty much do whatever I want? Which, you know, like
do what you want with whoever you want.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I was in Canada, in upstate New York, snowmobiling Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I just came back and I flew down here yesterday. You know, so I'd like having the freedom to do, you know, me time.
Yeah.
Freedom for me time.
Yeah.
Which, you know.
But the conflict is, like you were just 2 minutes ago talking about, I grind hard every day.
Exactly.
24/7, 365.
I do. But when I go away, I make up for it when I come back. It's terrible. So that's the problem with the freedom part for me. When I come back, it's like I shouldn't even have left. Because I feel like I missed out on those 3-4 days or a week, or whatever the case may be.
What does power mean to you? Well, like when I invited you in here for Power Players, and you're like, do you see yourself as a power player?
I mean, I do, but you know, in many ways I don't. I mean, I've seen some of your power player interviews. You've got some big hitters that come in here. You're a big hitter. You know, I'm just an ordinary guy that started with nothing and worked my way up deal by deal, grinding out a deal at a time, building, you know, started with sales, then built into going into flips, and then built a rental portfolio. You know, I'm just an ordinary guy that, you know, that started from nothing, you know, and keep working my way up, you know. And in my town, you know, it's like I'm a big fish in a little pond. Down here, I'd be a little minnow in a big pond, you know.
Right.
You know, because there's always someone that has some better product or someone that always has something better than you or doing something better than you.
Right.
So, but I'm always learning. I mean, I know our office and me have learned a lot from your office, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the things that we do today in marketing, sales, cold calls, we do it all. We've learned.
And you've built a big social media following. I mean, you're
have.
like a celebrity up there where you are.
We are.
Right?
I mean, you know, in fact, you guys inspired me. I opened up a little social media studio, kind of like this, but just not all high tech like this.
Yeah.
You know, and we're the only one in the area. I've got people coming to me, visiting me, you know, right there at the studio. But we do a real estate show every Friday at 5, just marketing our local stuff. And we've sold dozens of homes. Have we not, Brian, off the show every Friday at 5.
Using what, YouTube, Facebook?
We're just doing Facebook Live. We need to get into the other stuff, but we haven't.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a busy guy, and I'm trying to fit all this other stuff in.
Flipping homes or buying rentals, if you had a choice?
To be honest with you, I'm burnt out on the rentals, Grant. I really am.
You're burnt out on rentals?
I am. I'm burnt out.
Because we go, oh, wow.
This is why I snapped you the other day about this. I didn't have a direct way to get you. So I snapped you. If at one point, I've been slowly selling since I met you.
So what do you have in rentals? Because when you say you're burnt out on rentals, I get an image immediately.
I'm burnt out.
Let me see if I can describe them. 12 units.
Or less. Yeah. Yeah, you go for the big ones, which is smart.
Well, you're burnt out on it, dude, because you're taking the calls.
Well, I have a team of people that manage it for me.
How many rentals do you have?
It's 300 plus.
300. But bro, look. If I have a big house, if I have a 4-acre house, you know, and I'm like, I was looking at this house this weekend. I'm like, oh my God, that'd be awesome. It's got a lazy river in it. It's got a pool table. It's got all this stuff. I'm like, Elena, somebody's got to manage that house. She's like, oh, we would hire somebody. I'm like, somebody's got to manage the people that we hire. We would hire somebody to do that. Somebody's got to manage the person that managed the person that. right?
Yeah.
And so when you say, oh, I got people that manage these rentals, it still ends up on your plate, right?
It does. I mean, I don't get the calls, but I
Yeah.
still get the problems.
Yeah, without the upside.
Exactly. I get the problems. So, you know,
You know, 300 units. You got 300 units. How many different addresses?
oh, it's tons.
How
I
many?
mean,
50?
if I had
50 addresses?
it's probably 200 and some.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, just sell them all, bro.
Well, I'm working. I have a hedge fund company trying to buy all the single families off me right now.
Yeah.
And once I blow out all of the units,
Yeah.
then I'm going to focus more
So
on
some of
flipping.
this is single family. Some of this is just one door.
Yeah, but I mean, God to understand something, Grant. I bought these one doors in 2009 for
Yeah, for
teens,
nothing.
Teens.
Yeah.
And rented them for $800, $900, $1,000 a month for the last
So
almost 10
Ray,
years.
this is what Ray's confronting. What every power player confronts. How do I get to the next level of power? Because every person that's ever been in this chair and says they're a power player, they're like, yeah, well, whatever. I've had guys in here have $4 billion.
I know you have.
Like they would sneeze and that much money, like $5 million would come out of one nostril.
Oh,
And
I
they
know.
wouldn't bother to pick it up. They'd be like, no, it's not worth picking up. Let's roll. I got someplace to go. So this cat right here is figuring out, and this is what every guy that's ever sat here has done, is like, how do I get to the next level? So when is Ray satisfied?
I think once I sell off these majority of property, which I'm in the works of doing, I have a contract on my desk at the office now.
The 300 units.
Yeah.
What do you think they're worth?
Well, the contract I have on my desk for 112 of the units
Yeah.
is 3.3 million.
Yeah.
So I still have more to sell off.
Figure they're worth twice that, right?
I think so. They're
Dude,
wholesale.
why don't you just wholesale them out, blow them out at $6 million and move on?
And if I do that, then I would probably get into something different in the sense of
At
putting
that
my money
point-
somewhere
Yeah.
else
So
and let
would
it
you-
manage for me, and I just focus on my flips.
Yeah.
Focus on my
So you
flips.
still love the flip space?
I love the flip space.
Yeah, because it's quick, because it's easy.
I love the art of the deal. I mean, like finding the deal, working the deal, working the contractors. There's a lot of process in there. I mean, there's a lot of process to it. And of course, pre-marketing the whole way to the final stage of marketing. If we don't sell it pre-market, we do sell a lot of our products before they hit before we list them on the real estate market.
Now, and you were telling me on the break, there's something about 90 days that you need to wait between.
Seasoning, federal requirements. If someone were to use an FHA or a PHFA or a VA loan,
PHFA is Pennsylvania.
yeah, that's
Okay.
a Pennsylvania type loan, but
Okay.
you have to wait 90 days because it's a federally government.
So Johnny, the
backed
camera guy, can't buy a house that you bought 30 days ago because on his loan application, it's going to be.
It's they may have the question in there, was this home flipped? And if
Yeah.
they say yes, when was the purchase date? That's when we have to provide the HUD.
So some regulation came in place and said
Absolutely.
he can't buy a home that was flipped 90 days before that.
Correct. That's why I open book it, like I told you in your office. I open book it with the lender, open book it with the consumer.
Open book it means you're transparent.
I'm transparent 100%.
Yeah. And you explain to them, hey, I just bought this house. We're in a flip because you don't want the deal to come unwound.
No, I
midway
don't.
in the
or a week before settlement.
Yeah.
So I just lay it out up front.
You're a big boy. You want to close the deal up front.
Yeah.
The guy has done how many homes have you flipped?
Over 10,000.
10,000 homes in 20 years. That's 500 flips a year.
Yeah, and
What's your biggest year? Biggest year you ever did?
every year is a better year. Even when the market crashed,
Yeah.
I was killing it. I saw real estate, because I have my own real estate office as well. Okay, a franchise office. I saw when the real estate market crashed, people got out of the market, and I was still playing in the market and buying up stuff like crazy, still doing flips. Those were some of the best times. But every year is a better year. Every year is a better year.
How important is it for somebody to understand they need to be in the cycle? They need to be in the market. If you're doing real estate, you got to be in the market at the top, on the way down, at the bottom, on the way up again. You have to be in all parts of the cycle. You want to talk about that?
That's a long conversation, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean this market's. I mean, you see it down here. It's going up right now, and it's been going up. Are you seeing that in the multifamilies that you're buying?
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
There's no affordable housing in America.
Yeah.
Like that's why this thing's working for you, because it's $350,000.
Yeah. So
We have the highest percent of apartment rentals in the history of the United States right now.
yeah, and rents are inflated as well. I mean, we're getting some of the biggest rents ever, especially in our market. So I mean, it's you know, your office, and I didn't get to tell you this, but your office inspired us to go from our little market that we worked in, that little town that we did.
Yeah.
This guy right there, pushing me.
Yeah.
Little market.
Robert Sislo, the video genius.
Working that little market got us to blow up in a year and a half since we met you guys.
How much?
The whole state of PA, which is, you're talking 10-hour drive across it, you know.
Yeah.
You're talking upstate New York. You're talking the Jersey Shore.
This guy, just so you know, this guy went from nobody knew how to pronounce Abood to Ray Abood is now a celebrity in the Jersey Shores. Okay, what's that chick's name on Jersey Shores?
I don't go out, Grant. I don't.
Snooki. There's Snooki and Ray Abood.
I don't go out, so I wouldn't know.
You should try to do something with Snooki, though.
No.
Oh, you should reach out to her, man. It would elevate the celebrity again. How important has it become as you become getting into power? How important has it been for you to get yourself better known as a individual?
I mean, we've been doing it through social media, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, does it help your business?
It helps. It's helped it greatly. But it's all because you guys at this platform got us started on. I mean, really, a special thanks to Robert, especially because, you know, a year and a half ago, we weren't doing the social media thing.
Yeah.
You know that. We weren't. You know, you've really pushed us to, you know, this office has really pushed us to really strive to get better at our sales, better at the cold calls, better at the follow-up. The follow-up's the biggest thing. We didn't follow up before, Grant. Our office would make one phone call and that's it. And I'm like, wait a minute.
You guys in the Northeast are
I mean, it's slow.
famous for that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they're
One
not
phone
interested? Click.
One phone call and that's it. And they
What
give
an
up.
idiot.
And they give up.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Call back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
Right.
You know, and we've gotten a lot better at that. You know, sometimes it takes people around you to understand that. You know, I'm busy, so I can't really sit there and micromanage my staff to learn that process. It's one of the reasons we signed up for Cardone U. Then we did that with with our staff at the office because I wanted them to learn something different from what I was. You know, self-taught myself.
Well, you just can't say grind and hustle.
They don't get it. They don't get
It's
it.
like,
So
okay,
they need
I'll grind and hustle, but I mean, I need to know how to.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got all the platforms over there you got everything over
Right,
there. I mean, it's.
Do you think Ray Abood would be successful in power if it wasn't for real estate? Like if you were doing something else, if you were in technology or if you were in.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've got, you know.
Why are you so?
I'm aggressive.
Why are you so lucky?
Well, I'm not saying I'm lucky. I'm just aggressive. I mean.
Why are you aggressive? And is it important to be aggressive?
I think it is. I mean, why not be aggressive? I mean, you know, can you go out and date hot chicks if you aren't aggressive? I mean, can you go out and get that lady? Did you get elated by not being aggressive? You know, so you were aggressive. I know you were. I mean, you have to be aggressive. You can't not be aggressive with anything that you do.
But I think a lot of people watching right now are like, but they don't see themselves as an aggressor.
Well, they should. I mean, I think it's important to be aggressive. I mean,
You do? I don't see you as aggressive.
Oh, I'm
Do y'all
aggressive.
see Ray as aggressive?
Oh,
I
Rob-
see him as a nice guy.
I'm nice, but I'm aggressive.
Is he a killer? Is he a killer?
He says it right
Yeah,
there.
well, you know him. You know, but when I see you, I'm like, dude, this is a nice guy, a humble guy.
I am very humble, but my
Yeah.
parents and my mom put that in me. You know, she's very humble.
Yeah.
You know, she's
Who put
very-
the aggressive in you?
I don't know. I just.
A lot of I don't knows from this
I don't
guy.
know.
I don't know how much money I have.
I don't know.
You know.
I tell you how much real estate I have.
Yeah. But I think what Ray's saying is you need to develop the aggressive side of you. Particularly all of you out there that know how to be nice already. I see a lot of people, and maybe you can speak to this. They're like, they got nice figured out. I'm like, okay, good. Man, that's good, man. Why don't you figure out the rest of the freaking equation here? Because there's going to be a battle and a war,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
it would serve you to, what do you think about that? Like,
I agree 100%. I mean, unfortunately, sometimes being nice doesn't pay. Sometimes. It doesn't pay.
nice guy always doesn't always
Doesn't pay.
Okay. So last thing I want to ask you, okay?
Yes.
Lambo or Ferrari?
I told you this before. It's always Ferrari.
It is?
It's always Ferrari.
It's always Ferrari.
It's always Ferrari.
Okay. Hey, look, if you like this interview, post in comments below. Okay. Ray Abood, awesome dude. If you don't know this guy, he's Ray Abood, 2 B's, Abboud. He flips homes. Promise you he'll answer your questions. I promise you he'll look at your deals. I don't do the flipping homes. I don't know anything about it. I've had him on Ask a Pro. I've also had him now on Power Players. The guy is consistently becoming more and more successful. He's done it in social media. He's done it in real estate. He's done it in flipping homes. He's done it in saving money. If you got a question, how do people email you on flipping a deal?
They can email me right at ray@cashnowpa.com.
Ray@cashnowpa.com.
pa.com.
And last words of advice for anybody that wants to get themselves in power. Ray? What would you tell a young person out there watching this?
I get so many inquiries you wouldn't even believe on a regular basis. People asking me, young kids getting into business or asking me for advice. I always tell them, make a clear choice up front of what you're going to do. Stick with it. I always tell them to get into sales if they can, because some of them talk about different things. I mean, sales, you and I both know, sales is one of the best. It's one of the best industries in the game. If you can get into sales and you can be good at it, you can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money in sales.
Well, look, so like, I mean, how many homes would you buy if it wasn't if you didn't know the sales game?
I wouldn't buy any.
How many homes would you sell if you didn't know the game?
Wouldn't do.
I mean,
any.
you'd still do something.
I would rely on a professional that's in that business.
Right. All I'm saying is, the first question I asked him was, how many homes would he buy if he didn't understand the sales game? And he's like, none, because he wouldn't be able to sell to people and sell them the home, right?
Right. You gotta know the process. I mean, you gotta.
Yeah. So you're saying, hey, make a clear choice, get in the sales game, and what else do you tell young people?
And I tell these young people, man, just don't think you're gonna get to work at 10 and finish your day at 3 and think you're gonna get somewhere in life. You're not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. You
gotta get out the door early. Gotta get home late. You get up at the time. And I mean, my office, there's a lot of people that work late, like Ryan and Brian. A lot of these guys work 10, 15, 12, 16-hour days.
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm right there with them, doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't have to. I wouldn't say I don't want to. I enjoy it. I mean, it's entertainment in some cases. That's for sure.
Investing money or saving money?
Oh, you don't want to save it. Invest it. Invest it.
By the way, you guys out there that you're doing stuff you don't want to do to make money, you don't need to. Like,
right.
you want to talk about that? There's so many legal ways to make money. I'm talking about big money.
Yeah.
But everybody that's ever sat in that chair said this: get in early, stay late. Get great at the game. Be an example. Don't just tell people what to do it. And by the way, don't be satisfied. Keep going to the next level. If you guys go back and watch every one of these power players, whether it was what was my buddy's name, Stephen G, or whether whoever it was, Ed Milet, they're all telling the same story over and over and over again. Look, if you're in power, you're getting in power. I want you in this chair with Ray, right? You guys got to share what you're doing. Everybody's got a different game. I'm doing apartments. We help companies. Ray's doing home flips, real estate company, right? He's buying his own. He's not hurting anybody.
No, I mean we're helping people.
Now, those 2 people that you're giving the home to for free.
It's 5, I think. I think it's 5.
Five families?
Yeah.
Like, if I could get a little something from them, would you split it with me?
Yeah, but they had nothing to give.
They don't?
Nah, they'd be on the street.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's my give back to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, there you go.
they know it. They know it.
No, that's cool. That's cool. And you should
Got my bracelet on, Grant. Look.
Success is my duty. Does that help you?
Yeah.
Follow this dude, Ray Abboud, okay, power player. You know somebody that's in power, they can get in power, they can help other people get in power, and they're generous enough to share what they're doing, okay? Call Robert Sislow the video genius.
Boom, there
that
he
dude
is.
is awesome, right? Okay, this is what I learned from Ray Abboud today, man. You got to get out there, you got to become known, you got to get people to know you. His business is growing because his social media presence is knowing. A lot of people in the real estate game say Facebook and YouTube and Snapchat have nothing to do with growing their business. This guy's selling real estate for other people.
And off Snapchat. And off Snapchat, too.
On the snapper. This is a 14-year-old, okay? Look, if you want to get in the game, you want to get in power, follow power players. Here's one of them right here. I look forward to seeing you on the next power players. Or better, look forward to seeing you in that chair.
Too many people are being kept from their dreams by circumstances they couldn't control and mistakes from a long time ago. All they needed was a second chance or a fresh start. That's why Cash Now was created. Since 1997, Ray Aboud, owner of Cash Now, has been the premier expert in home renovation and resale in the York tri-state area. Dedicated to premier customer service, getting the best deals at the lowest price, this is the only expert company you should deal with when it comes to buying and selling a home. Offering a 5-step home buying process, Ray and his team will ensure your needs are covered and get you closer to your dreams of buying a home in any city across the United States. To find out more on how you can get started on owning or selling a home, visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com to get started. Are you tired of buying ads? How much would 5 times more visitor from search engines like Google or Bing do for your business? Link Research Tools helps you increase that free organic traffic. We have offerings to get your business to become the dominant force on the internet. The secret of internet traffic is what we give you. We convert that traffic into cash flow for your business. Learn more at linkedresearchtools.com. That's linkresearchtools.com and sign up now. Franchising is listed by Grant Cardone as one of the ways to become a millionaire. Let the experts at FranFinders be with you every step of the way as your partner, finding, buying, selling, and promoting franchises. With over 10 years experience, FranFinders is the company to help get set up with franchising, to help you get set up with owning your own franchise and finding a franchise that's right for you. Visit franfinders.com. That's franfinders.com to get started with your search today. If you have a business and are looking for a merger or acquisition, business valuation, or capital to grow your business, whether you're needing private equity, industry-based buyers, or just want to sell your business, Stanton Park Capital will take care of you. With over 18 years of experience, Stanton Park is the best resource for mergers and acquisitions, business valuation, and private equity capital. Learn more and get started right now with StantonParkLLC.com. That's StantonParkLLC.com. If you want to experience the best car wash on the planet, Cheetah Clean offers the world's fastest car wash VIP experience from start to finish. Get in and get out in 90 seconds. The owners get involved, everyone is involved, from extreme detailing to the finest details, to getting you the best experience when it comes to your car, your most prized possession. Check out what we have to offer in your local area today. Learn more at cheetahclean.com. That's cheetahclean.com.